Beep, beep. What is up, ninjas? My name is Samworld, and I hope that you and your loved ones are staying safe during this whole coronavirus pandemic that is going on. And I hope that my videos are helping you guys, again, keep your sanity, but also teaching you guys how to make the music that you love so that you can make the best out of this quarantine time. Now, today's tutorial, guys, we're going to target how to create space chords or get that weird, epic, or whatever you want to call it, progression in your tracks, utilizing pitch modulation as well as chromatic mediants. Now, I learned what this stuff was a while back, but I'm not gonna lie, when I first started making music and I got these chord progressions, I essentially got them by accident, and I always loved the way that they sounded like, especially when you're trying to go for that vibe in your tracks. They also tend to sound very epic and kind of film scory, but today I'm gonna try and decipher this for you guys as best as I can. And I do recommend that if you guys wanna pursue what we're learning here a little bit more further, I do suggest you kind of Google these terms up so that you can get a better understanding of it as well. So with that being said, guys, if you want to support my channel, and you can head over to evilsounds.com. Some of the best sound sets for these kind of chord progressions are going to be the exploration one and the selective one, which are going to have some amazing paths that you can utilize these techniques with. And with that being said, let's get straight into it. Guys, and welcome inside of Ableton. And today, like I stated, I'm going to do my best to explain this stuff to you. I'm no music theory expert, so I might mess up a couple of lingo here and there, but again, the most important thing is for you to understand the process on how to achieve these chords. Now, what we're gonna do, guys, here is very simple. Here we're gonna have the C major scale. As you guys know, it's C, and then all the white keys. Okay, so we're gonna have here the C major chord, which is gonna be a C, the E, and then the G. Now, the first thing you must realize with these kind of chords is that you wanna open voice them so that you spread the chord out and you get more frequency range. You know, you're covering more frequency, but at the same time you're making the piano or your pad sound extra big and clean, like so. If I put this down, it sounds too muddy there, so you're gonna put that up in octave, and here it sounds good, but you don't get that airy open vibe, so you got to use a bit of open voicing. So we just grab usually the middle note and put it up in octave, so we kind of get a bit of separation, so that way it sounds like very glorious. That's the first step in achieving Spacey chords, understanding that. Now, the next thing is a little bit more complicated, so I need to discuss a little bit of lingo with you guys. The first thing is you need to understand that in when we have our chords, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, there's certain terms for each one, but the most important ones for what we're going to do today are going to be the mediant and the submediant. Now, the mediant is going to be the third chord, so usually just like 1, 2, 3. And the submediant is going to be the 6th chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be that A, right? So here we have C, A, and the E. Now, most of the time, the median and the submedian are going to be opposite of what scale you're in. What that means is, let's say you're in C major. The first chord is going to be a major, so C major. And then when you go to the median, the E, that's going to be an E minor chord that you're going to be hitting. And when you go to A, you're going to be hitting an A minor chord as well. Now, if we do this normally, so we have the C major chord here, and when you want to do a major chord, you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you do a plus 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then let's say we go to that submedian, which is A. We're going to go A, C, and E. Now what I'm going to do is open voices so it sounds more glorious. Okay, now if I want to achieve the Spacey vibe here, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to modulate this guy here from a minor to a major. And again, I'm doing this with the submedian. It's crucial that you understand what that is, because you're going to be using the submedian and the median to do these things here. So if I want to turn this into a major, well, A minor, I'm just going to go up 1 because plus 3, plus 4 for major. And then we'll go to like an F right there. And now we have like a beautiful spacey or epic or mysterious kind of vibe to it, okay? Now we can also try doing that by going to the median, which is E. Now again, E is going to be a minor chord, so we're going to go E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shift it up. Okay, now we're going to turn that into a major, so we're doing that modulation, aka using a chromatic mediant, which just moves that G up to the G sharp, 1 up. Okay, and then from there you continue the chord progression. Now I will say using chromatic mediants is going to help you get that vibe and start it off, but the rest of the chord progression is also going to be super important on you to build it out to give it that spacey vibe. You know, chromatic mediants, again, it's just a tool and it's kind of like a guideline to use stuff in order to go with this. Now the next modulation we're going to be talking about is the most simplest one, but this is going to open up the doors to even more variations that you can do utilizing chromatic mediants, which, you know, I hate that term. It sounds so scary. Now this one is simple because we're just going to use the parallel minor. So if we're in C major, we're going to go to C minor. So all we have to do is bring this down, as you guys know, +4 for the major, +3 for the minor on that. Very popular, and I also utilize it in this song over here if you guys want to hear it. It's one of my favorite ones, and again, very popular, but it sounds like this. Okay, so it's a very popular one that, you know, a lot of us use and stuff. So again, very simple to do, major to minor change. You can implement it anywhere you want. Again, I can't sit here and be like, you have to do it here and here. It's just, again, knowing it and trying it out to see where it can fit or where you could do that so that you get that nice little major modulation there in a minor scale. Now, this opens up the doors, like I stated, to more complicated ones, because now we can look at the parallel minors, median and submedian, in order to get chromatic medians for our C major chord here that we can move to. Now, in C minor, if we look at it, it's on the left side here. Our first median is the D sharp, and then our submedian is the G sharp or the A flat, whatever you want to call it. All right, now looking at both of these, again, if we're in the minor, the median here, D sharp, is going to be a major chord, and the G sharp is going to be also a major chord. However, we can also try both of those, but we want to do a bit of a modulation. So let's say I'm in C major. I can go to that, again, submedian of the parallel minor, which is C minor. Again, let's not complicate. I'm not going to say that anymore. And then I can hit that chord first. Now we'll go to like a F right there. And again, it's going to sound glorious and whatnot. Now, I could also try turning that into a minor, but I don't think it's going to sound as good. So again, I'm utilizing that one there. So I could also go with that one. Now, I can also switch it up, and I can also go up to that E flat, which is going to be our D sharp there. Now, again, this is going to be a major chord in minor, so I'm going to start off with the major as well. So D sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 7th there. So hopefully 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just want to make sure. And we'll try that one out. And it sounds really great. Now I can also try doing the minor on it, which is going to bring it down one. Doesn't sound as great, so we can kind of learn from there what we can do with that. So in review, guys, we utilize the median and the submedian to create these chords by utilizing a bit of modulation on them to get the chromatic median. So in C, we're going to have the E and the A, and instead of hitting, again, the E minor chord and the A minor chord, we're going to hit the majors instead. So in review, you guys know that's going to look something like this. And then if we move this down to A, you should still get it. Okay, so that's how we're going to achieve that. And again, we can go to the parallel minors, median and submedian as well, and do something similar. So here, we're going to have the G sharp added instead of the A, because in minor, that's going to be the submedian. And instead of hitting, again, the major chord there, which usually we would in C minor, we're going to modulate it to a major. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go the 7th there. So that way, we're going to get that nice. Now, when we are in C minor, it's almost the same thing. So here I'm going to hit the first chord, which in C minor is the C minor chord. I'm going to go to the submedian of C minor, which we know is going to be that A flat. And usually you're hitting, again, a major chord. And I'm just going to go here and do the original one. Now I'm going to turn that into the minor. So this one sounds a little bit more mysterious and a little bit eerie to it. Now, again, I'm going to go up now to my median, which is that going to be that E flat there. And again, I'm going to be hitting a major chord again. And again, all we have to do is bring this down one. Okay, and that's going to sound really eerie and stuff. I can do the standard change here from minor to major. Now from here, we can utilize the median and submedian in the C major. So we know in C minor here, we're going to hit D sharp, but instead we can hit the E, which again is the median of C major. It's, oh God. And then we're just going to go here ahead and do this out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and bring this up. Again, this one's going to give me more of an eerie vibe as well. And now I can go down to the A as well, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then bring that up. And this one sounds really, really weird because now I think if I go now to the minor, which the actual submedian of the C minor, this one's more scary, kind of space alien stuff. And then from there to the... So that one's going to give me more mysterious vibe. And what I did here is just, again, I went from a C to the submedian of C major, and then I went back to the submedian of C minor and just hit the normal chord I would usually normally hit in C minor. So in review, guys, we utilize the median and submedian. So if we're in C major, that's going to be, again, the E and that A. And essentially what we did with those guys, instead of hitting the normal chord we would usually hit, we did the opposite of that. So if we're in C major, that's going to be the E minor chord and the A minor chord. But instead, we hit the major chords on those two in order to get the eerie, spacey vibe. We can also do that pitch modulation of C major to C minor. And we can also go to the parallel minor, which is right across from me, where the median of that is going to be the D sharp and also the G sharp, or the A flat and the E flat. And from there, you just utilize the chords you would use there in order to create the spacey vibe. With that, guys, I'll leave you guys with this chord progression, which again, like I said, this is one of the more popular ones you hear in dance music. And I hope you guys have a great day. Hopefully I didn't confuse you. And again, practice this. Try and explain it to yourself. Go, okay, I'm in A minor. This is the median, the submedian. The A major, median, submedian is these. And then just, again, practice. Just make those chord progressions. Try and get those changes. See how you can develop that into a full chord progression in order to achieve the spacey, mysterious vibe in your chords. Don't forget about the open voicing. And that's going to be it. You guys have a great day and take care. Stay inside. Hopefully everyone's good with the whole coronavirus, guys. Peace out.